Hopefully this will work. I got a new iPhone and I went from Android to iPhone. So bear with me. Let's just hope this works. But I wanted to do another journal with me video because I know I like them. So I thought you may too. And I'm going to keep it in this small journal that I have. I'm going to do the pocket size junk journal with me. I don't see a lot of those videos on the internet. I personally love small, tiny notebooks. So let's get into this and work. I think I know where I'm going with this. The last video, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but it ended up super cute, I think. So let's go into another one. This is a beautiful drawing of my granddaughter, who is 3. And yeah, I think last time we took this out, so let's do that again. Make it easier to journal on, if I can find the place where I did it. And then we will go from there. So, okay, let's get that out of the way. And that way this gives us a smoother spot to work with. Okay, this is actually my last page. Then my junk journal will be finished and we can do a flip through. So, okay, so I have a short about what I did, like what's in my journal basket. I keep everything in a basket. And I made some of these, let me get that out of the way. I made some of these little stitched words, and like home, song, soft, cottage, there's a bigger one, nest, and then I also made these. So like I made a little bumblebee, a little leaf herb thing, and a daisy. So I really like to use these somehow. Where I want to go with it, I'm not sure. So let's just journal along and bear with me as I figure this out. Let's see. So if I use, what was on that previous? Okay, yeah, I'm going from late summer, getting into fall, back to, it looks like spring, but you know, that's just how I roll. Maybe I'll use this leaf and have the leaf thing going on. And home really resonates with me lately. Maybe keep nest for a future spring video. Got soft and song and cottage. So home and cottage go together. So let's do something along that line and put these up for now. Okay, so we've got this going, and I need to tear this just a little bit more so it'll fit on our journal page that we have going here. Let's just make it all looking like it's torn from every angle. Okay, that's better. And then I could do something, let's tear this some more so it'll fit. And this side. And this I just stitched on an old, words are so hard this morning, an old dictionary book. So that's all that is. And I mean, it's like real outdated, so I put that on there. And home, I could do something, let's see what's in my basket here. I've got more things. Oh, so I have these. Oh, I have these. So I made these stickers. Well, my daughter made it on her sprocket. Is that what it's called? That little printable thing. She has it. So I made that and sent it to her, and she printed it out for me. So this has a lot to do with cottage and home. So let's do that. That would be cute. What else could we put on here? I know. I could stitch the edge. That way you can watch me stitch the edge. I have to find my scissors. Let's see. Oh, I got them. And so here's my scissors. So let's do that. Let's see what colors I have in here. Well, I've got the needle and I only have that ecru color. And I don't think it will show up. So I've got this, and I think that'll look good with the craft paper. So let's go that route. And I don't think I want this thick. So let's just cut a piece off. And then let's split this. It has 6 strands, so let's split it into, let's go 3. We'll just split it directly in half. If I can get it, there we go. Let's do that. I've got my laundry going and my dishwasher going, so if you hear a bunch of noise in the background, that's it. All the homemaking sounds, I guess. And a lot of work ahead. So, well, not a lot of work, but you know, dishes and laundry are a never-ending thing. Hang on, I gotta do this off camera because I can't see worth anything. My 55-year-old eyeballs don't work all the time. Okay, so let's put a knot in here and let's stitch the side. Oh, you know what? So we don't tear the paper, you get some tape. I should have got my washi tape out, but I think I'm gonna stay with the whole brown aesthetic and we'll just use masking tape. And the reason I put that, I'll be covering my sweet little granddaughter's picture just a little bit here, but the reason why I do that is it keeps the paper from tearing. So if you're going to stitch on paper, I highly recommend you covering it first with some kind of tape. It gives it more of a sturdy background and it won't tear. So, not unless you really want to have a tug of war with it. So let's do that, and I can trim this tape in a little bit. And keep making sure you guys can see. And I don't want to do any really fancy stitch. Let's just do kind of like a running stitch. It's a little harder. I'm using a blunt needle, so it's just a little harder to get through. But I don't want to get up, interrupt this video, and go get the right kind of needle. So anytime I do these journaling with me videos, I'm honestly just winging it. Because you can see real time how my brain works, I guess. Okay, so we got, and it's a little crooked because I don't really have a guide to go through, but that's okay. It's a junk journal, and that's really, honestly, the kind of vibe I want. I mean, I could go all crazy, but I don't want to do that. I just want a kind of a homemade look. And this is how I do my words too. So in case you're wondering, my words, so it doesn't tear, just back it with some washi tape or masking tape. And same with my little embroidered pictures, and that keeps it steady. And then you don't have to put a knot into it, you just tape over it if you don't want it to come undone, unravel. And this is making my, it's really better if you take an awl or something like that and pre-stick holes in it, but I'm not going to do that. It's going to make it a little wrinkled, and that's okay because we've got wrinkling in the craft paper. That's that packing paper that you get from your Amazon orders or whatever orders you have where they have that craft paper. So I save that for things like this. Let's see how much I'm going over. Okay. So anyway, let's see, what is this today? Today's August 7th. So by the time you see this, it will be August 8th. Can you believe we're almost in the middle of August? And I've got very little autumn decor out. Some people don't start till September for their August decor. For their autumn decor. I like to start in August because on my Instagram channel, I have a decor account. So I do interior design on my Instagram account, and I keep this account for my journaling and things like that. But I'm at Lambert Cottage over there too. If you're into decorating or decor, you can find me there. Okay, so I'll probably knot this. Not probably, I will knot this. And yeah, because I'm not going to be, this is at the end of the journal, so I won't, the knot's not going to matter. The knot's not going to matter. Listen to me. Okay, and then I'll put that there so it doesn't get lost. Okay, so we have that, and I would do it over here, but I already journaled over here, and I don't want that to get in the way. Okay, so what did I say we're gonna do? Let's do, I really like this, but I think I want it here. And that'll cover up some of the wrinkles and stuff. If I can get it started. There we go. Okay, let's put it here, and I may not get it exactly straight, but that's okay. Now I want to, like, I don't really want it super fancy, but I want it to stand out. Let's get some pencils here and kind of give it, I guess, a border or whatever. Oh, or I could stitch around this like a false stitch. Let's see what that looks like. And if we don't like it, we will color over it. But I think that would be cute. But I also want to leave some areas, like I don't want to cover it all because I want to leave some areas to do my last journal entry in here. So this might just be just the right touch for this page, because that'll give me a journaling spot up here. And since this is a small pocket junk journal, there's not going to be much room anyway to write, and I can write down here. So let's leave this as is, although I wanted to put, where is that? I wanted to put that one that said cottage. Where did I put that? Oh, I'm not using those. I'm using these. Okay, I'll get with it. See, I really wanted, okay, we're not going to have room for that. So let's do home here. Yeah, and this is actually a digital version of my house. So this is my entryway. And I don't have these baskets up there currently, but this is, I do have my apron and a few of these baskets, but like I moved this basket, I moved that stool over into the living room. So yeah, that's what's really cool about this. This is actually my home. So I could put home here and that'll still give me some journaling spots. Let's do that, although it's showing the back of this. Let's maybe, since that's nice and straight, let's just cut that off. The back of that masking tape and kind of make this all even. Not sure if I'm crazy about that, but it'll give me even more room. Okay. And see how my mind works? 24/7. I am all over the place. Even my house, I'll decorate it, and then the next day I change my mind and redecorate, and yeah, that's just the story of my life. Okay. So I have a junk mind, I guess. Not just a junk journal, a junk mind. Although I'm very organized. I don't like a lot of stuff around. Let's do this one. And okay, so this, and this makes sense. I don't know if this makes sense, although, because I don't really have any greenery. But I do have flowers. Maybe this will make more sense. Let's do that. And then we'll put that herb thing, keep that for spring, I guess. Ooh, you know what? I should have stitched a sunflower, although I've got sunflowers on the other page. Yeah, I don't want to keep sunflowering myself to pieces here, so. And again, I need journaling spots, so maybe we'll do, how is that? Do y'all like that? Thumbs up if you do. Let's do that. Or, so let's journal here and here, you guys. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I got it. That is what we will do. And you know what? I'm just gonna take my time and put this up, because I know if I don't do it now, I will lose this, even though it's on that plain white piece of fabric. Okay, and this is so cute. I got this at Joann's years ago, but I love it. Okay. Let's paste this down first. And see, that's another thing. You can just kind of put glue over the back of your threads. And yeah, I mean, you don't have to be a professional embroiderer or cross-stitch person or whatever. Just stitch on fabric. I mean, you can even scribble your stitches. That would be cute too. So it's super easy. You saw how I did it just on that piece of paper. And I'm thinking about even making like a whole bunch of little words. That way I have it for in my journal basket ready to go. And if you don't want to stitch words, you can cut them out of magazines. Cut words that you like out of magazines and stick that on a piece of cardstock and then stitch around it, you know, kind of like this. Or draw your stitches, I mean, if you want to do that. But if you want more of a texture and things, you can do it that way. Okay, so now we have our journaling spot here and our journaling spot here. And let me show you why the journaling spots are important to me. Because when we did this last week, there was no journaling spots. I thought, well, I like all this and I filled up the paper, but I didn't leave myself any room to journal at all. Now, I could have made this like a tip-in, so like an extra page where you would, you know, this green wasn't glued down and I could just flip it over and journal behind it, but I didn't do that. So I remembered that. I thought, well, for next time, I'm gonna leave myself some room to journal. Well, that turned out cute. I wasn't expecting that to turn out that cute. I like it. I like where this is going. So, okay, well, let's see. I think that's it. I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because I do stuff, quirky little things all the time from my thread basket. Talk to you soon. Bye.